now streaming on Hulu.
We got 5 minutes, but, well, 4 minutes. I think we're good. I don't think anybody else is going to be coming, so.
Do I have to do it again?
Yeah, you would have to do it again. Or do you want to wait till 4 minutes?
If I screw it up now, then maybe the next one will be really good.
Exactly.
I have to do it again.
There you go. I said just go ahead and start. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
Everybody ready? Good? My name is Lieutenant W.L. Mealer. That's spelled M-E-E-L-E-R. I'm here today to give you a tragic update on the disappearance of 20-year-old Shawteria Waites, who disappeared on Sunday, July 25th, 2021, from the Villages of Meyerland Apartments at 8950 Chimney Rock. We now have very good reason to believe, and do believe, that she was murdered on that same night, and her body was transported out to the Brookshire area where her remains were left. A 26-year-old male named Jordan Potts has been charged with her murder. He is currently at large, and we are asking for the public's help to find him. You'll see photographs of him on the front of the podium here. We do not have any indication of his whereabouts right now, but he is currently wanted for murder out of the 338th District Court of Harris County. We believe that he may have cut his hair. He doesn't have a vehicle or any means of communication, so he could be living in a park, he could be living in a homeless shelter or homeless camp. But we do need the public's help in locating him. We do consider him to be a dangerous individual. And just to give you a little rundown of the investigation, on that Sunday, July 25th, Shawteria was dropped off by a couple of friends at the apartment complex there, the Villages of Meyerland Apartments at 8950 Chimney Rock Road. She was supposed to meet a male there that we believe was Jordan Potts. After an hour or so, her friend tried to contact her and was unable to contact her. And unfortunately, she wasn't reported missing until 2 days later, where our Missing Persons Division began working the investigation. There was quite a bit of media attention at the time. A lot of information was put out in the media. The Missing Persons Division followed up on that information for approximately 2 weeks. And then it became apparent, due to her lack of communication, her use of social media, that we did believe that she was in danger, and therefore the Homicide Division took over the investigation on Friday, August the 13th. The investigation developed fairly rapidly at that point. We were able to obtain additional evidence to see where she had went in that complex. The information that we'd earlier received kind of led us in the wrong direction. We were able to focus on a particular apartment that does belong to, or is in the leasee's name of Jordan Potts. We were able to obtain significant physical evidence to connect Jordan Potts to that incident. And he officially became a suspect around August 14th. By Thursday, August 19th, enough probable cause was established to serve search warrants on his residence as well as his vehicle, where we did gather more evidence. And then by Friday, August 27th, this past Friday, with the assistance of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, we were able to locate human remains on I-10, just west, probably about 3/4 of a mile west of Brookshire, on the north side of the service road. We haven't had her scientifically identified yet, but there were enough traits and characteristics of the human remains that we discovered that we are reasonably certain that it is the body of Shawteria Waites. Once, with that connection and all the probable cause that we were able to develop, we were able to file that murder warrant on Jordan Potts this past Saturday. Again, he is currently wanted. I can't really get into too much of the investigation because it is still an active investigation. We're still working it. The investigators have put in countless amount of hours developing this probable cause, and we still have a lot of work to do. But right now, Jordan Potts is wanted. We're asking the public's help in finding him. Look at this individual. If you see him, if he tries to communicate, and this looks like a pattern with him communicating with females in this manner. So what I'd like to say is be careful who you deal with out there on social media, through dating apps, etc. And I really want to offer heartfelt condolences to Shawteria Waites' family. This is having your child, your loved one, taken away from you like this is unacceptable. And that's where we're at in the investigation. Are there any questions?
Can you give us a little more information about how they met?
That's still part of the investigation.
I know there was some talk at first. Well, I guess can we conclude from what you just said that they met on a dating app or social media?
It's quite possible they met on an app. We just don't know exactly for sure, and all that is still under investigation. I'd throw that out there because
I know at first there was talk that the other two women she was with went with her to the apartment. They went, maybe they were all going to go to this guy's apartment. They went to a store. She went in, and then they couldn't find her. Is that still accurate?
that's still the prevailing theory, yes.
How were the human remains discovered?
They were discovered through part of the investigation that I just cannot get into right now. But I will say that the FBI assisted heavily. Agent White here with us helped us extensively there towards the end of the investigation.
A search, or was it someone passing by saw it, or?
Again, I'm not gonna reveal that portion of the investigation.
Any indication of how she died?
Again, we just don't know right now. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences is conducting the autopsy. And again, as I said at the beginning, we haven't had her scientifically identified yet. So they're still working on that. We do believe it was homicidal violence, though. We have good reason to believe that based on the rest of our investigation.
Any other questions?
I guess as far as him, why are you guys putting it out to the public? Locating him? I mean, I know sometimes.
He's wanted, and we can't find him right now. That's the bottom line. We believe that he is running. He is not at home where we would expect him to be. So we do believe he is running. That's why we're asking for the public's help in finding him.
You brought up a pattern. I'm sorry, I'm the only reporter here, so I'm like drilling you. You brought up that this might be a pattern.
It's part of the investigation. We're not sure yet, but it could be. A lot more will come out eventually in the future.
Is there any reason to believe he's out of state?
It's possible he could be because he is not from the Houston area originally. He is originally from Oregon. We believe he may have ties to Montana. But like I said, right now we know that he doesn't have a car because we still have his vehicle.
And things that stand out of him is just the arm tattoo?
That's what stands out. We don't have a whole lot of photographs of him. He hasn't been handled criminally here in Harris County. But that's what stands out, and we do believe that he possibly cut his hair. He may have cut his hair. He may have shaved his mustache off in an attempt to change his appearance.
Any reason that you brought up that he might be in a homeless camp?
I have reason to say that. I don't want to let that out right now, but I do have reason to believe that.
Anything else?
to say anything?
Just on the, we were brought in to assist with HPD